Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Lobos offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Punch it out of the air. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So New Mexico State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Finds his tight end. Fighting off the defender. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Flynn. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Mason. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give on the inside. Oh, sweet feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Lobos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got the quick pass. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. And the Lobos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Lobos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Into the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Lobos! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Down the middle. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll try the counter. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Flynn. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Mason. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can...
Tons of room in the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Mexico. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over USF.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting it further.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Flynn. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Lobos! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
New Mexico State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Flynn. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Of 6. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Boom. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. New Mexico State lines up quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete to the left. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? And his throw is incomplete. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit.
Number 17, on to punt it away.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mason. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, they're after him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. To throw, it's Flynn. Under fire. Caught over the middle, it's Mason. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Timeout, New Mexico State.
Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Completes it in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Lobos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Key. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Off the play fake. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. He'll keep it himself. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, they tried to catch him off guard with a pass play down there on the goal line. But David, he just held on to it way too long. The defense able to get home and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's great coverage. And you love this part of the field. You know exactly what you want to do. You play more man coverage. There's less space to coverage. You don't have to worry about those speedy wide receivers going deep. Nice job not only on first down getting the sack. Now I put them into a predictable second down. Now they can't just run the football and be conservative.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Rides the back and leaves it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
First down for the offense.
To the air, it's Flynn. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 27 over Notre Dame. This could easily be a preview of the playoff, and we promise to keep you posted throughout. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Flynn. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll leave it with the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
The RPO, it's complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Lobos look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. Ball is loose. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the 1st down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Lobos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. He'll do it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive, and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Flynn. Bringing the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best play.
Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The option look. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The pull and throw off the RPO. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Creates a little space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and